Hi, I'm Josh Allen. Today we're going to be making a little bit of bread pudding, something really simple and fun to do with any kind of leftover breads that you have. Today we're going to be working with the Tuscan Bake-at-Home bread, beautiful bread that you can enjoy on the table for dinner, make sandwiches out of it, but every once in a while you're going to end up with a little bit more bread than you know what to do with. And the best thing to do for your family is to make a little bread pudding. This one couldn't be much easier. We're going to start with 2 loaves of Tuscan bread because we want about 1 pound of bread here. You can use any bread that you want. The Tuscan's really nice. You can certainly cut this recipe in half if it ends up that you've got just 1 loaf. So we're just going to take the bread, real quickly cube it up, dice it up into some nice sized pieces, 1/2 inch or 1 inch cubes. We're going to add them to a bowl. It really does real well kind of soaking overnight and allowing all those flavors to kind of come together. Then we're just going to whack it in the oven and we're going to be ready to go. So we have the bread cubed here. We're going to add a little bit of white sugar. Actually, a little bit more than a little bit. Let's not pretend there's not sugar in bread pudding. We've got white sugar, we've got brown sugar, we've got 5 eggs that I've just kind of beaten just lightly in order to help with the incorporation. We've got a little bit of cinnamon, got a little bit of nutmeg, and a little bit of salt. And then we've got a little bit of vanilla. Just pour that in. And then I took a pint of heavy cream and a pint of half and half, and I just warmed it on the stove a little bit because we just want to be able to melt all these ingredients together. Gonna pour it right over the top. Make sure that you pick a bowl that's big enough to handle all this, obviously. And it's gonna be really, really soupy right now because what hasn't happened is the bread hasn't absorbed all of these wonderful liquids and all this flavor. And then all we're gonna do is let this sit overnight. You can let it sit for 1 hour or 2 hours if you're trying to do it on the same day. Overnight is best in the refrigerator. Just cover it, stick it in the refrigerator, and it's gonna be terrific the next day. And then when you're ready to bake, you're gonna turn your oven to 375. You're going to put it into a casserole pan, and then you're going to take it out of the oven after about 45 minutes or 1 hour once it's set. It'll jiggle still a little bit in the middle, but once it's set. This one we just took out of the oven a couple of minutes ago. It's actually still warm. It will rise and fall like anything does a lot when you have eggs in it. It'll fall a little bit after it comes out of the oven. But it's really delicious, really wonderful in the morning with coffee as a breakfast item, great after dinner as well. What we like to do here is just take a little bit of a spoonful. Got a serving bowl right here. Put a nice spoonful of the bread pudding in there. A little bit of powdered sugar. Doesn't have to be real complicated. And you've got a delicious dish. So you've got all this day-old bread that's absorbed all this wonderful liquid. It's nice and sweet. A little bit of vanilla flavor in there, and it's just great with coffee. Boy, that's really good. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this. You enjoy your bake-at-home breads and give the bread pudding a try.